Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. I know I was not on the air for a few days because of other business and other things. And sometimes it's good to give the rest so those critics and others who are waiting for an opportunity will have an opportunity to get their act together. I am not very keen of wishing people all the best for the Christmas because I don't believe in the day. Jesus was founded between the 24th and 26th of December, but it's a day of commercial business that many get rich, many get broke. Many of you might even sell everything you got to put food on your table for friends and family and gift. In a country like Guyana and many third world countries, many people are hungry while many are going to parties, dancing, and enjoying extravagant life. What is Christmas? Christmas is supposed to be a day of giving, but not only to friends and family, and therefore I ask all of you to listen to my message. I might be wrong and I need to be corrected. I do feel that Jesus was born in October but was founded on that day, give and take. And I ask a question. Why when they kill him between two thieves, the day called Easter is the biggest holiday internationally? Is it that they rejoice that they kill a man who exposed the hypocrisy and call it as it is? The hypocrites them? That brings me to modern time of the modern day politician who walk and shake your hands, and when they get into power, they turn them back, and a year before then they come to greet and breathe. Friends, we have to wake up. This is not the olden days. Today you are much more educated, sophisticated, and you can see the world on a cell phone for what it is. All third world countries from Africa to the Caribbean and many others, India, all of them, these politicians are very corrupt. If you are a good person into Parliament, Congress, or anything but shut your mouth, then you are not good. But I have to take things into consideration. Maybe you are threatened because your family life could be at stake, and accident, poison, drive-by shooting can be the name of the game. Because these corrupt politicians will pay anybody to get rid of an opponent or someone who speak out against them, especially when you expose the truth. We have seen it. That brings me back to Georgetown, Guyana. Mr. Prasad today are in some hospital, some part of the world fighting for his life. The man who brought down the APNU government because of what he found was not right for the nation. But here you are bringing down a government to support another who is just as corrupt and full of all hypocrisy. Look what become of him. I was even made to understand that he had to sell out everything he got to get to help in the United States or Canada or England, wherever they got him, I wouldn't disclose. But this is a man who will be remembered in history. He did not stand for the corruption, and he exposed them all. But the people that he put into power is no different from the one that he brought down. Friends, with a cell phone you can see everything. They're all working together. No matter how much they criticize, they had a good Christmas. Maybe they give themselves a fat bonus, because I was made to understand that some of them getting 20 million a year, 15, it's alleged, I don't know. But you, the voters between the Indian and the black, you, the uneducated, ignorant black people who voted for your people because they're black, what did you profit or get from it? You get a piece of land? Money to build your house? Are your hands clean from blood or killing or beating or burning people, building down, locking up innocent people? There is a lawyer who just died at 90-something years of age, a hypocrite. But you could do anything, but you cannot run from God and time. And the corrupt judges and magistrates who take bribe or threatened from a minister because of their job or because they are party affiliation such as PNC and AFC and the PPP because they control the country. 65 bloody members, women and men. If you believe in God Almighty and you believe in what is right must be right and what is truth must be truth, and don't take side, then we have far to go in this world. Why Guyanese cannot be given a piece of land and money to build their house, even if you have the National Bank to give them a low percentage on their mortgage? And now that the country is blooming with mineral resources such as oil that you Indian and black people today know about it. I learned about this in 1972 in the United States of America, and I won't disclose much about it. Okay? One thing I want you all to know, the black man and woman who's setting gossip by the installed coolie government, let it be known to you that the black government was also installed by the help of America, CIA. You understand? Or you want to reverse it back, AIC. Turn it however you like it. You understand? America against communism in any form, shape, and size. And you, the black man who putting on your red shirt and red dress, are you not ashamed? And those Indian who putting on the green shirt, are you people not ashamed? The red stand for the communist link. That is what the PYU used to wear. And the green could stand for a lizard or a iguana. Are y'all not listening that these corrupt politicians have used y'all and used your husband, your brother, your uncle to kill and lock up innocent people in the police uniform and the military? Look, the greatest tragedy just happened. A helicopter coming down thousands of feet from the air landed and 5 men died and 2 survived, not even a scratch that I can see. Well, I'll tell you what, that is one of the greatest miracles in the 21st century, that a helicopter dropped from the air and 2 survived it, and they were sitting, and why the cameraman did not take pictures of the area. But I have experienced with a lot of things. I'm not blaming nobody, but I wouldn't even call it foul play. That is bigger than foul. But time and God shall reveal it. Look at Mr. Prasad right now, fighting for his life. What become of him? What caused him? Some people call me and say that. Some people call and say, good for him, look what he do with a woman in India. Friends, in India, if the woman is a doctor was protecting dogs and cannot protect a young Muslim woman wear a Hindu lash in her head and kill, something wrong. I would rather be a dog and a cow in India to survive than be a Muslim in India. Think of what I'm telling you here because of hypocrisy. Imagine, you're protecting the life of the animal but cannot protect the life of a Muslim young girl and other family. What was on Facebook where the Hindu lashing her head with a sledgehammer. I call upon Mr. Ali government to denounce India immediately, especially when they supported Venezuela. According to the news, it's alleged. And I want you all to know, America will always get what they want. Get it clear. Because India, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Brazil come together under some kind of agreement with currency and whatever. And the game is to cripple the United States and the rest of Europe because of oil and gas. So get it clear, and Maduro happens to be a communist backer as much as Cuba, and not forgetting Guyana with the PPP government, because I was made to understand that Barrett studied in Moscow. And also, I was made to understand, it's alleged, Mr. Ramatar signed an agreement sometime with Mr. Maduro. And then they say, I look at it on the news, somebody was saying, and I would use alleged because y'all are fucking ignorant. And that's not a bad word, okay? Because not too far from the Parliament building, there was a supermarket at Chinyep Farm. So the English language of piston, fox, or cylinder, okay? So you all get it clear. I call upon God Almighty to bring an end to this nonsense. You, the common black man and woman, uneducated, ignorant and stupid, and you, the ignorant Indian, uneducated and foolish and stupid alike, stop it, unite. The future of your country lies in your hands. 65 members of parliament, they control the courthouse. They control everything, even the street with the criminals. They got you all living from hand to mouth. While they are enjoying Christmas with fancy gift and bonus, y'all can't even get the bowl to feed your family, much less us. Think, my friends, when will y'all wake up? There will be a new year arising in another couple of days. It's time for you, to the African descendant out of Africa, to stop criticizing the white man. But slavery, it begins from the days of the Bible, the Quran, and the Ramayana. Well, it was the Mahabharata war where Indians fight one another, family, for wealth. That's why I say Indian people are not racial, they are just corrupt, covetous, spiteful, ungrateful, but you have good and bad amongst all race, and not all black people going for tribalism. Them days are over. Today this world is modernized. Ask all the African descendants out of Africa who are claiming emancipation if they like to go back to Africa and live. Take it from me. Mr. Ali went to the UN and England and talked about the Pan-African slave trade and called for reparation. Did he ask for any compensation for the Amerindian? From Alaska right back to Argentina? They were annihilated actually. And who inherited? The masters of Europe, who once been the king and queen of Spain, France, England, Belgium, Holland, whoever. But where is Britain today? They are back in England, the king and all of them. Where are the children of Africa? In the West Indies and along Central and South America. Also Spain was involved in it, Portuguese, Brazil, and others. But you, the black race, continue with this emancipation and slave. But you would like to go back to Africa, give up your plane, your helicopter, your house, your swimming pool, your boots, your track boots. Some of you ever come to Harlem or go to Mississippi and bring the shoes down $7 and $8 so your black brothers and sisters could own a pair, but it's $300, $200, $100? Hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. Think what you're saying and just watch what you're doing. But you, Indian, you're not racial, I give you that. But man, I'd rather deal with a racist because they were misled than to deal with a corrupt individual. Because you could kill your mother, your brother, and obey them by the voodoo man. To do them wrong, to control and to take away the property, you will do anything. Now if Allah, Bhagwan, or God take y'all into heaven, will y'all throw Jesus and Muhammad out? I'm asking the question. Let it be known to you. There's good and bad in every nationality. Africans, European, Chinese, Indian, and others around the world right now. A historian in Guyana said these words. There were black people in Guyana before the Amerindian. He called them some kind of Chinese mixing thing. Well, then there was elephant, lion, giraffe, camel and other thing in Guyana and the Caribbean before Africa and Saudi Arabia. Well, I think jackasses all over because you got plenty donkey all over, plenty jackasses in Guyana, my friend. It is not an insult, I'm only answering the all how you all speak. But again, there's a lot of good Indian, a lot of good black people. When the good ones stand up and speak out, y'all kill them, beat them. Y'all humiliate them. Why 65 members of parliament can rule 700 something thousand people and a lot of educated people? Why the military don't have a better salary in the police force? I personally believe that the military police force should get anything from 2,000 to 3,000 US per month, called to a high standard, because of cost of living. And I do believe that every Guyanese, and I'm talking about every civil servant, by the way, and every Guyanese must be given a piece of land and money to build a house. I go job Abi got Isle. Abi is not you, the Indian and the black Portuguese and Chinese. Abi is the Amerindian race. India belongs to Indians because you keep on the music, the culture, and you're claiming you arrive. The Africans, you can't talking about slave trade. Stop it! You were born in Guyana, accept it. Unite, you were born in Guyana, accept it, not India and Africa. You are the descendant of them. And if so be the case, we are all the descendant of Adam and Eve. And if the Garden of Eden is in Africa, or Alaska, or Russia, or China, that is where we all from. So before you open up your mouth and engage in a conversation to confuse you a little bit more because you are ignorant, shut your mouth. Let's unite and bridge this wall of unity. The only difference amongst humanity and human beings is languages, culture, and nationality. Friends, we were created by the hands of God. There is no such thing as a white man, an Indian man, a Chinese man, or a black man, or a black man, or a mixed man. It is man. We put color into something to change the way of life. I urge all in Guyana to unite. Mr. Prasad, who brought down the APNU government because of what they were going on with. What he's sick right now, I was made to understand he had to sell his vehicle and everything to get on a plane to be in Canada, England, or America to get medical help. And you Indians love voodoo. The Kalimai Chochalubia. And we have a few Haitians in Guyana. And I personally do not believe that the sick of Mr. Prasad was done naturally. But there is a God. Mr. Ali is trying. And yes, their business opening all about, but I want more American, Canadian, and British present into Guyana. The Indian woman in India, the doctor who had the problem with Mr. Prasad, Sharon Das, she rather save dog than save another human life. Why she wasn't there speaking out against the tragedy where the Hindu ignorant, illiterate bastards kill a young Indian girl, 13 or 14 years of age, lash her with a sledgehammer after they put her on the ground because of Hinduism versus Islam. Come on, Jagdeo. Come on, Ali. Tell Modi how the hell to live with humanity. We are all God-chosen people as human beings. Religion shouldn't be the problem to kill and burn and kill them out. Come on. And let it be known to you, the country of Guyana belongs to the Amerindian. Mr. Maduro got to talk to Spain, and if Spain have settled a dispute with the British or the Dutch or who other, then Mr. Maduro have to accept that because Guyana belongs to Amerindian as much as Venezuela. And along the plains of Latin South America, even from Alaska to America. But, and a lot of you have to stop talking about Israel occupying Palestinian country when all of us are living in country that the indigenous people was massacred while we are enjoying it, whether we came from China with our ancestor, Portugal, India, Africa, or Swahili, wherever. If we want to condemn Israel, we must learn to condemn ourselves. We are ruling country in the Caribbean. Latin and South America belong to the indigenous people. All right? What we can condemn Israel about is the innocent killing of children and innocent people and lying, but not to occupy, because we are all occupying country don't belong to us, since we claim in Africa and India. Why the Chinese don't claim China? The Europeans don't claim Europe, who born in Canada and America and elsewhere. Friends, with this, I want you all to subscribe to my channel in the future and press the button so you will get the next updates, and that we can go forward and make this world a better place for the next generation. And Guyana must open up the door to the less fortunate around the world.